Welcome to Let's Play Environmetal Station Alpha. This game was released, I believe, April of last year and was made predominantly by one person. There's a surprising amount. It's a metroidvania, of course, whereas you play a robot that's investigating the abandoned Environmetal Station Alpha. See, I've beaten the game already. There are two difficulty modes, easy and normal. Originally, there was no easy mode on initial release, or at least in the development phases. There were some concerns for the game being too difficult, and really, I was on the menu even? There were some concerns with the game being too difficult on normal mode, and so an easy mode was added. And all easy mode does, as far as I know, is things take more damage and you take less damage. I've played through on normal, and I can see why the complaints were there. The game is not an easy game, though it is quite doable. I, however, found that, though possible, I simply wasn't enjoying that level of difficulty. So I'm going to be playing on easy. The game is a Metroidvania with a pretty heavy emphasis on exploration and finding stuff entirely on your own. There are any number of levels of discovery going on throughout the game, far more than would even be immediately apparent, but we'll get to that when we get to it. X jump, C to shoot. So you can jump, can't do much else. Got a little gun. It's not very long. I spent pretty much the entire game saying, dude, I really want a longer gun. You don't get one. Well, you sort of get one, but that'll be for later. Otherwise, that's about all you got. You can hit S, look at the map. If you actually want to look at a closer version of the map, you can do that. Status shows you what you've gotten. It lets you look through the various power-ups you have, of which I have none. And that's Environmetal Station Alpha. We're going to go investigate an abandoned station. There are obviously some very heavy Metroid inspirations in the game, what with the gamers running about. So we've got to start by getting the generators back online. So, how about you? Heck yeah. Sure do. Ah, dang it. That's me, isn't it? Okay, so this guy will float around above you. He's really not that hard. Kind of shoots at you, and then he eventually falls to the ground where you can shoot him some more. I'm sure you could two-cycle this guy if you really wanted to, but I'm no speedrunner. But hey, 4 cycles is pretty alright. Alright, so with the power back on now, I guess we should be able to do something. Like falling. Falling is totally something we can do! And now we're on our own. Got it! So, the place was abandoned. Or if not abandoned, just we don't know what happened. So it's going to be our goal now to figure out what happened. Why there have been no survivors. And now I've fallen. Well, let's take a look around then. So some of these blocks you can break, some of them you obviously cannot. Game where you can just break everything. And we've already seen a fair number of blocks that we can't do anything with yet. Well, I want to access level 2 so I can go to the dangerous area. Hey, computer. I feel like that is very much a glitch with these little guys. They have trouble going over ledges and around corners like that. It's a thing you will see throughout the game. They all do it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a glitch or if that was intended or what. Heck yeah. Did just what I wanted to do. So this game was made with, as I mentioned, heavy Metroid inspirations. Now we go near that door and we can just kind of go in. Dang it. So it's made with heavy Metroid inspirations and a love for the Metroidvania genre. I'll kill you. I made a bad decision. And a love for the Metroidvania genre. So I'm gonna go back down, actually, because I want to know what's over here. And in turn, there are sequence breaks. There are plenty of them. And I am going to be exploring with some of them. All right, let me go back up. And that's not just because I like sequence breaking, but having played through this game plenty already, I actually found I enjoyed the game far more with those sequence breaks than I did playing the game traditionally. Well, we've made it back here and successfully accomplished nothing. No, we did give ourselves security clearance. So that's important, I guess. So this next room is kind of an interesting room. So that's another security door. Got water down here. We can swim through the water, though we're not exactly proficient at swimming. We are a robot, after all. And look at this happy room. Big old smiling face. There's actually nothing else in this room. And yes, this room is important. Though not for a very, very long time. We'll get to that when we get to it. Let's keep looking around down here. Just hopping about. Shooting a bug. Can't go to the right. Okay, so I'm gonna try something. I'm probably not going to be successful at it, but not gonna stop me from trying. And I failed. Go away. Hold up, I'm gonna go reset the room and try again. Admittedly, this is kind of the first time I've actually tried this. I've known about it for some time, but I'm just gonna flip back around. Flippy flippy. But it's dealing with the green guy down below there is going to be the biggest problem. Oh, no, I can't wake him up. Oh, well. You know what? I'll just deal with it. Oh, no, I woke him up. Oh, no. You know what? Fudge it. I'll just get to it in a bit. There's a minor sequence break you can do. If you can get that bug guy to go exactly where you need him to go. But I'll explore that momentarily, actually. Got some water. Got some fancy-looking stuff down here. Got some very suspicious-looking wall over this way. Got a lot of unhappy stuff. Idle unhappy water. That looks fancy, but it's also not animating. Now, this is the first time in the game that you would have normally seen that, so you don't know, and you perhaps wouldn't have guessed that it looked suspicious. But it is, and I'm also only at 9 life, so I'm not going to go in right now. Hip-hop through the water. So just heading to the next room over. Oh, I can't go up there. Because there's a save point right here. The green water is poison water. Don't want to step in it. Bad news. Save here. Secret here. We'll actually get back to this in a moment. You're kind of intended to get that after the coming section, but you can get it early. Okay, so before I go to the right, because what's down this way? I'm not gonna mess with that yet. Ah, water. Poison water. And I just lost one of those health pickups that I got. That was effectively an energy tank that I got, though the game does not have energy tanks as you would expect them in, say, a Metroid game. Instead, you have your starting however much health, and it just adds more health to it. Once you have all of the energy tanks in the game, you actually have a total of 50, I think, health. And hey, oh dear. And then we fell, and then there was you. Huh. Okay, you fall eventually. There you go. And then I shoot you in the face. Then I jump over you. Then you fly, and then I shoot up. And you just kind of buzz around for a little while. Hey, if I'm standing close enough, I don't get hit. But only I do. That, like, screaming sound effect is one you will hear a lot, just as a heads up. And the screaming sound effect means you can't hurt this thing. So now if we go that way, hey, that's where that energy tank was. But we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way. And get a jump booster. Additional jump. We got a double jump. There's something you can do in here, but I think you have to do it up top. So of course we have to start out right away by using our double jump. Because we gotta get through these rooms. Oh, this is a fancy room. It says there's a save point in there. Was there? Okay, so this is another rather large, unhappy room. But at the moment, I think I'm just going to work my way back to civilization. You can't get anywhere over here to the right. You can break these, but you cannot break these yet. And I guess I'll look at this. You cannot go down here yet either, because we can't break that. This room is back in the pink room. It's the bottom room down here. Can't kill that guy yet. And there's generally a lot of stuff down here we can't do. Can't do anything in here yet either, though there are some terrifying spiders that come after you. So I think from here now would be a good time to work my way back to civilization. And save and call it a day. So we were in this room before. We'll be back to this room many times once we can actually go in the right-hand side. But for the time being, it's just taking us over here, so we can go in here and save and take a break. Until next time, everyone, when our small robotic friend continues to explore Environmental Station